Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to 250 Speedway. We are moments away from starting night number 6 in the 2011 racing campaign.
For night number 6 at 250 Speedway, and already we're 3 wide on this night. There will be a full moon night at 250. Into the lead goes Scott Perrine. Perrine into the number 1 spot, trying to continue his hot streak at 250. And look out. Coming off of turn 2 down near the end of the infield retaining wall, Philip Bubeck in the 4. The points runner-up, running in the 3rd and final spot on the racetrack.
One lap into the books in Scott Perrine. Los Sistersville, West Virginia, number 24. Leading the race at halfway. Perrine with a comfortable lead coming off of the second corner, racing the backstretch. The
first 2 cars, each winning features this season. For Reed in the 15, it was a win on June 10th, and Perrine is spun in turn 4. Final circuit, the new leader is Reed. Brady Reed, the driver from St. Clairsville in the top spot. Perrine giving up the lead on the final circuit as they come to the light.
8-lap feature coming up later for the mini wedges. During that feature event, we will be giving away our bicycles.
I counted 29 of them earlier this evening. And checkered flag waving for the Dairy Queen.
Number 15, Brady Reed. Scott Perrine will come across the line in the 2nd spot. And half a lap behind, the driver from Colliers, West Virginia.
The current points runner-up, finishing in the 3rd and final running position in our first heat. Spinning it out down in the treacherous turn number 4 for a couple of these drivers. The number 4 winner leading the points with 154 and 1 feature win. Philip Bubeck in the number 4 was 2nd in points with 21 behind Brady Reed. And those 2 drivers finishing in first heat race. Your hands together for the number 15 of Brady Reed. Over as they went by the field coming to green. They're underway, the second 4-lap heat for the mini wedges.
And Susie Q has moved it around for the first time tonight, down in turns 1 and 2.
And the leader going into turn 3 is Caden City, Ohio's Jacob Ice. And the number 27, Jacob Ice, to lead lap 1. Bounces nearly up into the wall coming off of the 4th turn.
But continues on. 1 down and 3 to go. Jacob Ice leading. KJ Kidd in 2nd. Lucas Thomas running to the number 3 spot.
Susie Q running back to the number 4 position.
Into turn 3, Ice picks the ball, bounces through the corner.
Heads down the front straightaway. This will be the white flag. Final circuit
for Jacob Ice. Our first heat race tonight. The leader looks to have had it wrapped up, but spun on the circuit is still to go. Will Ice be able to hang on for the victory?
Susie Q, Rudolph up ahead. Oh, loops it down in front of the leader, but gets out of the way, keeps it rolling. Gonna go down a lap, coming to the checkered. Jacob Ice the victory, 2nd place, rolling off of turn 4. The Uriksville's KJ Kidd. And finishing 3rd, the 62 of Lucas Thomas out of Hopedale. Modified division here, Mitch Bassage in the 55 car. The B55 of Mitch Bassage out of Edina, Ohio, leads the points by 18 over Rob Melzer in the 23M.
Jason Stewart out of Martin, Surrey, Ohio. Jason Stewart currently fourth in the standings. Martinez in the E0. Martinez from Uricksville, sixth in the standings, starts second. Jeremy Saluka starts third in the 64. Randy Gray starts fourth in the D1. Rob Melzer in the 23 starts in the number 5. We got another number 1 and 2. And Brown is the only driver to be able to come out of this one. We restart in third. And Brown will restart in fourth for Saluka to number 4 spot. Saluka had his hands full in that 64 car here in the heat race. All to get up in the house one. Randy Gray, the winner of our first modified heat. Leader with a feature win on opening night this season, the Edina, Ohio driver Mitch Bassage starting on the pole, the number 11. The SS11 starting in the second spot. Paul Phillips out of Martin, Ohio. Starting in position number 3, the 02 car, Bob Page of Uricksville starting third. Starting fourth, one of the top 10 in the standings here at 250, the 04 of Mike Stringer out of Uricksville. The 21R of Randy Bachman out of Dillondale, Ohio starts fifth. Starting 6 to 39 tonight. Filling in for Ronnie Schmidt is Rick Schmidt. Ronnie, as well as many other people, celebrating some country music this weekend and rounding out the 18 of Kurt Waller out of Dunedin. Reply out of Dunedin. race. His points leader, Mid-Vid, the win. Will start from row number 1 along with Randy Gray. And the underrated story, the SS11 of Paul Phillips, finishing in the number 5 spot after looking to have second place pretty well wrapped up and running smoothly on. So put your hands together for the points leader and the heat winner, Mid-Vid. At the front of the field, Ron Blue from Team Ridge, Ohio driver Glenn Underwood, the 2 car starting in the second spot. Starting in the third position, the 77R. On third, point runner-up Glenn Ritchie out of Valley Grove, West Virginia. The number 10 looping it down in turn number 2, filling in for points leader Corey Gibson and John McNutt. John McNutt, we are underway. And we've already sideways. The top 2 points starting in the first and second on the racetrack. The advantage down to 3 and 4. McNutt really brings it on third, tracks it in that fourth corner, brings it across the line. I'm going to go over this lap for the number 10 McNutt, but it is Ricky Lee and Underwood looking for second. Don Ritchie up front. Underwood now will lose some car late, a little too sideways at the bottom of the track. Just missing your youth time. Second spot. That 02 car of Underwood picked up the win on June 10th. And we have option for the 02 of Luke. Well, finished, and we're back underway. Underwood taking the second round away from the line. Going for the lead. Cambridge, Ohio driver Glenn Underwood for the number 1 position, rolling off the 4th, the halfway mark. 4 laps in for final circuit for Glenn Underwood. Looks to be strong. Here it comes. John McNutt into the second spot, slides up the track in front of the 77. Ritchie up along the wall, running the cushion. Laps to go, 6 in, 2 to go for Underwood, McNutt and Ritchie. Across the line in 4th, the 122 of Ron Blue. Your hands together for John McNutt. It did not start in that race. He was scheduled starter in the first race. Then around to Cohen. Tommy Cohen starting on the pole position in the number 9 car. The number 45 of Bob Chiloli starting in the second spot.
So Timmy Cohn starting on the pole, Bob Chilodi starting the second spot, the T1 car. Kyle Warner starting third. Looks like we'll be across the line. For lap number 1 of the leader. Spun around out of the 15-second turn. This is car moving slowly again. Around the wall. Single file formation for Chilodi and the number 1 of Warner. Again to the bottom goes Warner. A little more power, middle of the back stretch. Halfway this time, 4 laps in, 4 to go for Chilodi and Warner at the front. Three laps to remain. 5 laps in. Bobby and Michael running at the number 3 spot. Two to go. Warner had to cut up now. He goes to the high side. Warner to the outside. Chilodi 3 off of 2. Chilodi might have been able to hold off the T1, but a couple of close calls and Chilodi. The animal, Bob Eichel, will pick up the 3rd spot. And rolling across to the number 4 position, here's Ohio driver Kyle DeBoer. Bodie. We'll start on the pole of this race. The number 90 started alongside Eric Gibson. Out of Richmond, Ronnie Eric Gibson, the car currently 10th in the stands. The number 43. DJ Flores, the current points leader, has picked up 2 feature wins this season, 39 points ahead of the second place car of Cody Krebs. He's in the final starting spot, the 84. A couple of cars in between, the number 53 of Todd Miller out of Unionport, Ohio. Butch Newbert out of Medina, the 14, starting on the outside of our 3rd row. So again, the T18 making his first start of the season, Tyler Crash Daft out of Denison, Ohio. And starts alongside on the outside, the 90 of Eric Gibson, ready for green, turn 4, 8 laps, first heat for the McBride's hidden horsepower, pure stock. And Daft into the early lead with Gibson playing the high side, points leader DJ Flores on the bottom. Gibson will take the lead, middle of the back stretch. Newbert running in the 4th position, hard into the 3rd turn, looks to the bottom of the points leader. apart for Daft on the inside. Daft staying alongside, but now it will be Gibson taking full possession of the race lead. Eric Gibson, Robin Clark, into turn 2 when Daft pulls ahead. Tom Miller up on the side wheels, trying to wall on the back stretch, but Miller continues, has lost the final position now. Goes to the back of the field, Krebs will spin sideways, he'll take it back in turn 4. Those two drivers do not want to take the number 5 position away. It's Daft hanging on to the lead, DJ Juarez. We're looking for second with the yellow in the air for Cody Krebs. Back in the way is Kathy to lead the Juarez. It's taking the preferred lane, no. A little too sideways, hits and drops the rear end for up, look out Krebs. Laying up in turn number 2. DJ Juarez in the 43 car. Looking inside of Tyler Daft, this will be the halfway mark. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Action. 4 laps to remain for Tyler Daft. Juarez will immediately switch to the bottom. Turn number 2, Juarez to the inside lane. Daft car, good powerful enough to stay ahead. Pretty good power plant under the hood of the T18 of Tyler Daft. His car not handling though quite as well as Juarez. He leads by number 5. Tyler Daft, DJ Juarez, pulling Krebs sideways. Lee will sit out of it. The right driver here in the pure stock division holds on to 3rd. 2 to go, this time 6 laps in, 2 to go for Daft. Krebs again way sideways in 3rd. Looks low, side by side, and along with Daft. And Daft hang on, a little bit of damage making the race. Rear to look to the handling with Simo. Juarez, another last lap battle for the lead. During our heat, he knocks the wall down in turn 2. Coming to the checkered flag, will it be the veteran Juarez or the rookie Daft? I think one of them blew out a tire. I think it was Daft. It's going to be Juarez, but when Daft is second. 3rd place to Cody Krebs, 4th place to Todd Miller. A flat tire on one of those cars, you can hear the tire go out down in turn number 4. It could have been Daft. And car number 43, the current points leader. Put your hands together for DJ Juarez. Driver from Wheeling, Ohio. Pure stock, champion a year ago. Originally, the 62 last week, picking up his first career future win. Ross Scott, Craig Rudolph in the 5R car, starting in the 3rd position. Starting in the number 4 spot, the 36 of Wally Kinsey. Starting 5th, the 21C of Darren Clark. And Matt Wallach. Matt Wallach in the 4th way. Craig Rudolph probably for the 5R car. Able to get up the 2. The winner of this race scheduled to start on the outside of our front row in the feature. 3 wide. tonight. It will be halfway this time. 4 more laps to go for feature winner of a week ago, Rob Scott. And the veteran Rick Schweitzer looking low on the front stretch. Schweitzer down behind top. No bamboo, top top of the ball. Schweitzer getting a little bit quicker. And Rob Scott protecting the lead. Up the lead, Schweitzer again looks to the inside. High and low for Schweitzer. This time he pulls inside of it, nearly some contact. Two to go this time. 6 laps in, final 2 circuits for Rob Scott. Will come to the checker. The winner tonight in the second heat race. Schweitzer second. Wallace third. Swanson fourth. And finishing fifth tonight to 36 of Waldo Kinsey. Picked up the win a week ago, and tonight he will start on the outside of row number 1 of the feature. From New Philadelphia, put your hands together for Rob Scott. Starting on the pole, Don Ruther Jr., his dad, starting on the outside of row number 1. Driving the 66 car tonight is modified star Rob Melzer. Starting fourth, the number 18 car of Siebert. Mike Seifert in the number 18, starting in the 4th spot. The number 2, starting 5th, Mike Frederick. And starting 6th, the number 45, Robert DeVerdman Fronapple. 6 cars in our heat race for the 4-cylinder division. The Rufners up front, the youngster on the inside, the dad on the outside, and we're underway already. Here comes Melzer, 3 wide. Seifert, the 18 car, throws his name into the after the lane battle. The 200 from the back of the row, and he caught on inside too. To the outside lane, the 45, back to the inside, running his front out of back there in the 5th spot. Rufner leading on 1. position. Rooster back to fourth. It's going to be Don Rooster Jr. to win tonight in the four-cylinder heat race. Finishing sixth in the number 6 position, the number 2 car of Mike Frederick. In this four-cylinder division, Tammy taking a week off. She's a fan of the stands here tonight, cheering on her husband and her son. Put your hands together for the 47 of Don Rooker Jr. 363 and 391 368. 391 368. If you have any of those three numbers, come down to the front and pick your bicycles out. Big thanks to Brandon Welker, the 66 JMC Auto Repair Team, Susie G. Rudolph, Rob Scott and his racing team, sponsored by Lee's Chicken. Scott Perrine leads our mini wedge feature event. 8 laps of distance tonight. Jacob Ice running in the second spot. Brady Reed running in the third position for the mini wedges. Thanks to Matt Wallace and the Performance Pro X81 Auto Sales for Class C Insurance, Smith Bassett, Kennedy Hardware, Lucas Auto, James C. Dawes, Tap and Drive Through, Darren Clark, Archer's Flowers and Gifts, L&H Tractor Sales Car. And we got two final ticket numbers to give away in the 4 to 6 age group. 391 345, 391 345, and 391 351. 391 351. And the final two boys fight for the 4 to 6 age group. We are halfway to the 24 of Scott Perrine, the 27 of Jacob Ice, the 15 of Brady Reed, still our top three. Perrine with a big lead build up, working lap traffic. The Bubeck and Rudolph cars going down last. And Susie Q taking it all the way up to the wall. Thanks to Easy Tom's Auto, Express Cafe, Caddis Veteran, Bob Cobb of Style, 250 Speedway, Melbourne Motorsport, Visual Tanning Salon, Caddis, Susie Q, Rudolph Racing, that's in here already, Adina Post 525, Sons of the American Legion. All right, girls bicycles in the 4 to 6 age group. Are you ready? Here are the winning ticket numbers. 391 343, 391 343, 391 354, 391 354, 391 366, 391 366, 391 347. 391 347 and 391 344. 391 344. If you have a winning ticket number, bring it to the front and pick your bike. Checkered flag into the air for the 24 of Scott Perrine. In the second slot, going to be Brady Reed as he's taken it away from Jacob Ice in the third position. Pretty good run for all three of those mini wedges here on our feature event tonight at 250.
391-342, 391-342, and 391-349. 391-349. Those are the rest of our winning numbers.
First Race Cars, James C. Dawes Company, Kennedy Hardware and Outdoor Power Equipment, Lucas Automotive and Repair, Oak Hills Automotive. Sponsor number 55, the current points leader, the B55. Let's hear it for Mitch Passage. Was racing for 15 laps in the Super Sport feature. The 69 is dropping back. Cambridge to win tonight, Glenn Underwood. Vital signs. Now Canadian Builder 02. Let's hear it for Glenn Underwood. From Wheeling, starting on the pole. The 62 of Ralph Scott, last week's feature winner, starts second. The T18 of Tyler Daff starts in the third spot, making his first start of the year. Starting in position number 4, the 71 of Rich Schweitzer out of New Philadelphia. The 84 of Cody Krebs, second in the point, starts in the 5th spot. Starting 6th, number 14 of Matt Wally. The 53 of Todd Miller starts on the inside of row number 4. The 21C of Darren Clark starts in the 8th position. Starting 9th, the number 90, getting the rear end knocked off of that car earlier tonight, Eric Gibson. And rounding out the field with mechanical problems all day long, the 5R of